Sometimes in your online business or in your life, you would feel like you're doing everything right, but it's not really working, or you have this feeling that I'm doing everything wrong, despite the fact that it is working. And I feel like both of these feelings, the one in which you say, I'm doing everything right and it's not working, and the one that you're saying, I'm doing everything's wrong, but it is working, I think that both of these are signs that you should just stop for a second and reset your business. And in this video, I'm going to go over the 9 steps to reset your online business or pause and reset your online business. I think a lot of them can also reflect on life. And the reason why I am making this video is because I am going to do the exact same thing. This video is pretty much for anyone with an online business, whether it's a print-on-demand store, selling printables on Etsy, you have some blogs that you're using for affiliate marketing, you've been doing Pinterest marketing, you've been doing marketing with YouTube, you're a content creator. Anyone who feels like something is just a little bit off and you need that break to reset and maybe a guide on how to do that. And by guide, I mean the 9 steps, not me. I'm not guiding anybody. I'm barely guiding myself at this point. Now, there's one thing that I keep forgetting to say whenever I start a video, and that is, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mel, and I teach creative people how to sell their art online. And no, I'm not sick. I do not have fever. I am not ill. I actually lost my voice in very happy circumstances in a very interesting weekend of going out, finally socializing. For those of you who know me in real life, I haven't done that in a very long time outside of the complex that I live in, and sort of managing a local barbecue that we had here, in which I was shouting to people to get stuff and then ended up almost losing my voice and decided now is the time to sing a lot. So I'm perfectly fine. I'm not taking a break because I'm ill and my voice is just like this. So this is going to be short. I'm going to go back to the topic. How can you reset? How can you reorganize your business in 9 steps? The first one is to take stock. And when I say take stock, is everything that I have. That means, what shops am I selling? Like, well, make a list, write it down. What domains do I own? I own loads of domains. What tools am I paying for? What tools do I know that are free that I know how to use? Take stock of all of that. And that also includes what's inside those tools. And I feel like this is the part that I'm dreading the most because my Procreate looks insane inside. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start. I wish I could connect it to like a giant TV screen and it might be easier to see everything. But take stock. What designs do I have? What have I done with them? Because you might find on Canva, Reaper, Kiddo, Photopea, Photoshop, your old hard drive from your old computer, that you have a lot of actual assets that you've never used. So taking stock of all of these. And of course, organizing them into correct files. And I feel like, yeah. I'm not looking forward to going over my Procreate one. Going over my Canva from the last, I don't know how many years, makes me feel like, oh, this will be like a walk down memory lane and a bit nostalgic, but the Procreate one scares the bejesus out of me. The second part is to gather the projects that you have not done yet, like ideas that you've had. And that could be, I had ideas to design something cool for Christmas and I've never done it, or I had idea to open a shop with this niche, or I had an idea to work on this blog, or I had an idea to make a video about something. And in my case, it's a lot of things. And it's gonna take me, like, I think literally going over 5 different notebooks here, and I'm gonna go over journals from the beginning of the channel. And I'm not just talking about video ideas because I had other business ideas back then. I'm gonna go over my old journals, all these notebooks. I have notes lying everywhere, and make like an Excel sheet, like a spreadsheet for everything. And once you have that, I want you to move on to the third step, which is look into what I tried and worked and what I tried and failed. Write it down. Imagine like this being a very calming ASMR journaling session. Never mind. Write it down. What have I done that worked and what have I done that failed? And you really have to look into that. And I think like in many ways you have to also like be honest with yourself, because if what you did and failed was to open a Redbubble store to design some print-on-demand products, but you actually never had a niche and never did marketing and never did any of that, then I don't think you have actually ever tried it. So really be honest with yourself. What have I tried that failed and what have I tried that worked? And I also want you to pay attention to something like, let's say you tried something and it really sold and it worked, but you were not happy about it and the day to day of it was exhausting. I would consider that a fail. The money is not like the only factor in failed or worked. Maybe that requires someone to really look in and decide what failure or success looks like. Step number 4, decide how you want your week or your day to look like. Obviously, taking into account life stuff. I'm not saying, oh, I want my business to do better, so I'm going to quit my job even though I have no savings. I'm saying, look into how your day currently, like the times that you have during your day or during your week that are a bit off, or monthly, or for some people, that's even yearly, and decide how you want it to look like. Do you want it to look like I'm going outside and working from a cafe? Do you want to make it, oh, I'm going to work from a desk in my house? Because based on how it looks like, you might need to make changes. Like, for example, the stupidest thing that I can think of is that my laptop has this under it so that I can work from anywhere without breaking my neck. Or the fact that, if you want to work from home, maybe it's time to decide on this corner that looks really well, or the type of work that you do. Because, for example, for me, I really want to go and work from outside, but I can't go to a co-working or a cafe and do this. I also can't edit videos in a cafe because I hate using headphones. So for me, if I have to think about, okay, I want to be more working outside, I want my work to be outside more than here, I either have to make less videos, batch film, or like crazy filming days, or I have to find really comfortable headsets to edit outside. So at least I can do one of these tasks or stop making YouTube videos. Really look into how you want your day or your week to look like. Of course, again, counting on responsibilities that you have and things that you have to do on your day to day, whether it's job, kids, medical condition, whatever. Step number 5 is all about realizing the actual tasks that compile what I want to do. So, in the process of uploading a design to Society 6, you have to create the pattern or create the artwork. You have to create it in multiple different sizes to fit something, and then you have to upload it, and then you have to promote it, let's say on Pinterest or in a blog. Really write down the steps and break everything down into smaller steps. So, if, for example, I would have in my journal, work on my Redbubble store, what does it mean? Work on my Fourthwall store, what does it mean? Produce videos, what does it mean? And I can already tell you, when it comes to writing down these tasks, the goal is to batch them as much as you can. And if I have to look at uploading to Society 6, and I keep looking at this as an example because it's a very slow process, you might not want to batch create and batch upload. You might want to create something, upload it while creating something else in the process that it's taking a little bit slow. But when it comes to producing videos, and this is something that I've been doing for the last few months, and I don't know if anybody noticed, but there are a lot of videos of which, I'm starting to talk, and then there's the screen part of a tutorial, and then I'm wrapping up the video. I actually write those scripts in advance, batch film me starting a video and ending a video like 4 times for 4 videos, and then do the screen recording on a different date. So I don't have to like have the setup or have makeup or have like the lights everywhere whenever I want to do stuff, because I've already done 4 videos of me in one go. So trying to batch your activities based on what you can do. And I feel like it's also come to true when it comes to, for example, if I do want to go to the co-working or a cafe, I would take my iPad with me and Procreate. So I would already have planned some kind of source images, a really nice Procreate brush, or what I want to do today. I will make sure it's on my iPad because usually it's on my computer. And then I'll go out and I have that there waiting for me. So I'm batching the activity of creating those clip art or those digital assets, whether I'm selling them as digital products or I'm selling them as print on demand, or I just want to play around with a new style just for me. Step number 6 is to stop and make a plan. And I feel like those should have been 2 steps in it of their own, but you need to stop what you're doing and make a plan. Because making a plan while things are still going is kind of hard because you need some distance to get clarity, and this is actually what I'm doing after this video. I'm taking a break from producing videos. I'm not going to upload to any of my stores. I'm taking a break. Part of it is going to be here where I live in Bulgaria. Some of it is going to be in Greece. There is a little bit of a thing that I'm going to do in Greece in terms of filming, because I'm going to film something for Printful, which is actually kind of cool, and I will obviously share that with you when it's out. And I'm also going to be creating a lot, but like for myself. But I'm not going to be uploading anything. I'm not going to be uploading anything in the process of me stopping. I'm not going to change anything outside in the world. So my shop is still going to look the same. My Procreate is going to look different. The YouTube channel might not have more new videos, but I might be having ideas. That is what stop to make a plan looks like. And my plan actually is, yeah, those of you who know me, I'm very big on being analog. So I actually printed out every single month from May till the end of the year, and I'm going to plan them because I haven't been doing that in a while, and I feel like I could have done that so much better. I could have had more success with my print on demand, with my blogging, with anything if I had really looked into and planned based on the calendar. Stop and make a plan. Now, during this break, because I know a lot of people would have questions, patrons on Patreon will not notice a difference because I have one exclusive content a month. April was already out, and there will be May when I get back from my break, which will be roughly 15th or 17th of May. I am going to completely change maytribe.com in terms of the shop and the website. I feel like this is something that I came up or realized that I need to do after making the video of how much money I made selling digital assets for 3 years with my own Payhip store. There will be a link to that somewhere on the screen at the end and, of course, down below. I really do want to change that. So I decided that I'm not going to explain that part because it was explained in that video. And there is a coupon code for discounts for products that are currently there. I have uploaded several other products there. And I think like from the next few days, I'll stop uploading there. And then when I get back from Greece, I'm going to reset that store almost completely. So if there is anything you want there, there was the coupon code for 25% off, reset 25, and I have extended it until May 10th. So you can still enjoy the current things that are there because I will be removing a lot of the things from that. Everybody who's a member of our group, the break will not affect you. I can still approve posts. Just upload whatever you want. And everybody who's on this, who sign up to the newsletter, I'm guessing there will be like a newsletter or two if I come up with some cool ideas. I feel like this Payhip thing, like the video I made about Payhip was a very big catalyst into me wanting to take this break seriously. But actually, I've needed to take that break for almost 3 years because my biggest digital asset, my biggest blog that had so many blog posts in it was hacked, and I've never actually replaced that with something equally as big. So I need to plan that as well. Step number 7 is to mark down the points of education you need to fill in or the knowledge you need of certain tools. Like, I need to get better at doing things with this tool, or I need to find a tool that does this better, or I need to educate myself a little bit better. And I feel like this is coming down from, how I want my day to look like, what free time I have during the day. Because maybe if you find that you have like very long and boring commute every single day, and you write it down as I want to have something done in these hours that is good for me. And then, okay, so I'm missing a part in my education about marketing. I can listen to a podcast during that commute time. I can listen to videos during that commute time. Or I'm missing time to create digital assets, so I will do it on the go. Again, depending on your time frame, step number 7 is to really write down these points. What type of education am I missing? What tools am I lacking? Because I'm pretty sure that if you think about a tool that you should have had or you were imagining could really make your day much better, it actually exists. And I know that for two reasons. One, this is how I felt the first time I saw Repper. I was like, "Oh my god." I was I was dreaming about someone making a tool like that, and that tool already existed, as well as one of the projects that I want to do that involves creating short form content, which I hate. And I will need a different editing software to do that because I'm editing with iMovie, and iMovie doesn't have vertical form content. And for those of you who are wondering how I make my videos, the Patreon video for April was exactly about my entire process from scripting to filming, editing, everything. And I was thinking to myself, okay, maybe I can use Canva, but it runs so slow. And then I remembered there is a thing called INVIDEO. And as I was looking to that, they have an AI now. I am planning on exploring that a little bit and maybe creating a video about INVIDEO AI when I get back in May, or maybe create that video for June. But I do have to say, for those of you who want to explore, they have a free plan that you can look into. And I'm going to leave links down below to coupon codes if in case you're looking into this and you're like, okay, I want to go for the paid plans to get more minutes. It's truly a life changing tool that I stumbled upon, and I feel so bad that I'm not able to make a full video about it, mostly because that tool can also clone your voice. And I do not want it to clone my voice when it's like this. Or maybe I do. Maybe I do. Is that a relaxing voice? So I'm going to leave a link down below to INVIDEO and to the discounts that they have. But again, step number 7, mark down the points of education you still need, the tools that you might be looking for, and how to get the most out of the tools that you already have. Moving on to step number 8, we're almost at the end. Document everything you do, whether it's I went over my Canva, deleted 200 projects that I was working on, exported some old design ideas. Or I went over my Procreate, deleted a bunch of old Procreate brushes that I was downloading 2 years ago, but I don't need now because now I can create them myself. Document every single thing you do in the process of organizing, in the process of decision making, of taking stock, of looking into the projects. And once you made your plan, continue documenting everything. And the reason why you should document everything is because without documentation, it's really hard to reflect, which leads me to the last step in my 9 steps to reset your online business. Get ready for the plan to fail. This is coming from years of trying and failing and trying and failing. And I've had successes, but I had far more failures than successes. And guess what? With online businesses, a lot of times all you need is one thing to succeed, and I've had more than my fair share of that. But step number 9, again, get ready for the plan to fail. Because if it does, and you wrote everything and documented everything, this will be the biggest education point of your life. And I feel like the point in my life where if I had to look at the ratio between I tried this and it worked, and I tried this and it didn't work, every single time that I was reacting to something or I just came up with an idea and I just went for it, there were more failures than wins. And every single time that I stopped and said, okay, let's plan this, I've had more wins than fails and a lot more education opportunities. So this is it. I'm taking a break. I am hopefully going to rest, not just my voice, but my body. And when I say rest my body, I don't mean rest in like I'm going to lie in bed. It means don't sit too much. I'm really looking forward walking down the beach in Greece and exploring that area a little bit by foot. There's going to be a Monday market there, and I'm really just looking forward to like doing tai chi in front of the waves and having, the waves as the playlist of my day and not some TV show that I'm binging. I'm really looking forward to spending more time with my iPad and with a book and with Sudoku and by moving my body rather than watching TV or answering emails. I will try to answer some comments though, because I have a lot of comments that I need to. I do want to leave you with a lot of resources to go along with the things that I've spoken about in this video. So there will be some links down below in the description for videos that I think are important. But if I have to really look into you guys as someone who might want to reset their businesses, I have 2 videos that I think that could really help you out. The first one is the video I mentioned that got me to these conclusions, where I was basically breaking down 3 years of a single shop. And I feel like there is a lot to learn from that, even if you're selling something completely different. So I'll leave a link to that like on the screen somewhere, along with the video that I made in August about what to do when you have too many ideas. That video also includes a free printable. There's all the details for that there, and there are still free printables and free graphic sources on Maytribe. But with that being said, that was it for me for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new, whether it's you wrote down every step that I mentioned and you think it's a really good idea to try that, or you just learned that you're not alone with this feeling. I hope you will have an amazing, amazing month of May. And as usual, I'll see you guys 2-3 weeks from now in my next video. Bye!